Hey guys, it's Allison, and I have decided to do some vlogging over the next 30 days because I am doing my second round of Whole30. So I completed my first round of Whole30 on the 24th of March, which was the day before my birthday, and so I felt amazing during this entire time. When I had my birthday celebration, I ate a normal amount of food that I normally would, and yet I felt so horrible the next day. I actually had to take the day off because I had acid reflux really bad. I couldn't sleep, and I just felt horrible. So after the last 2 weeks, which have been kind of like binge, celebrating birthdays, Easter with all the chocolate, I have decided that I am going to do Whole30 again, and I started today. So this morning I actually woke up early and worked out before work. Even though it's Easter Monday, my clinic was open, so I still had to go into work. So I woke up early and I did a 21-day fix extreme workout, which is the first time that I've done this workout. One of the extreme ones at least. I did plyo fix. And it was actually really good. It was tough. I found it much tougher than the 21-day fix, just the regular one. It made me sweat. It was a lot of jumping, and it definitely got my heart rate up, and I feel like I burnt quite a few calories, so that was good. I'll try to do a review of these workouts on the blog, so a little bit more in depth and tell you what they're all about and what I thought of them. For breakfast, I decided to have boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and some mini potatoes. I had 3 eggs and still felt a little hungry around 10:30. So I'm probably going to have something a little bit more substantial in the morning. I know one thing that I did last time was found that I snacked a little bit too much on Whole30, which is one of the things they say to avoid. You want to get your hormones to regulate so that you're not hungry anymore in between meals. So that's one thing that I'm going to try to avoid this time when I'm doing Whole30. At work, I decided that I was going to go for a walk at lunchtime. So half of my lunch break, 30 minutes, I did a walk around the hospital. I actually did some vlogging and realized that the sound wasn't working on my phone. So you can see me talking to you guys, but then it didn't record any of what I was saying. And of course, people were around watching me, and I was trying to be a little discreet about doing it, but whatever. So I'm recording this again, not walking this time. And then, so I did 30 minutes walk outside, which was really nice. The weather was okay. It wasn't too cold or, snowy or anything like that. Hopefully the snow is done for the year. And I decided to have some mashed potatoes and hamburger meat for lunch. I made it last night before I went to bed. That's one thing. Another thing about Whole30 is that you really have to prepare before. So you can't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to have this, or I'm just going to throw something in the microwave. I'm just going to have a can of soup. No, you actually have to cook something the night before for your lunch. That's one thing that I found about being on Whole30. And I like to make on Sundays like a big casserole type thing so that I can have it for a couple of days, like lunch and supper of the next day. So actually, another thing that I found is that I drizzled everything in hot sauce. So because you're not allowed to have ketchup and other condiments, or there's not a lot of condiments that you can have, I find that I was using hot sauce on everything, and that's still not changed. When I first started, I really wanted sriracha because that was something that I just love, sriracha. But if you look at sriracha and you look at the back, you can see that one of the main ingredients is sugar, which you're absolutely not allowed to have on Whole30. So I started having Frank's Red Hot, and at first I found it was pretty strong. It could only have a little bit, and then I was happy. And then by the end of the Whole30, the 30 days, I was drizzling, everything was drenched in Frank's Red Hot. And so maybe I've grown a little bit tolerance to the hot sauce, but that is one of my important things for Whole30 is having, I guess, something to give your like potatoes or your whatever some flavor. Then after work I came home and we were supposed to go to the gym today, but my sister wasn't feeling good and I had already worked out, so I figured I would just skip the gym and spend some time with my husband instead. I'm currently making supper. I am doing some chicken wings. They're in the oven, and if you heard the beep, that's what it is. The timer is just going off. I just did plain chicken wings with hot sauce drizzled on some of them. And I'll probably just make some veggies or something like that to go along with it. That is all I really wanted to talk to you guys about. I plan to do some regular vlogging. Like I said, I'd like to do it every day, but 30 days is a long time, so I'll have to wait and see how much I can actually get done. And I really am a one-take girl. I like to do, minimal editing if I can, especially with a vlog. So I'm going to try to, just upload this as soon as I'm done. Because it's really just, some information. If you guys have any questions about Whole30, now that I've gone through it, I've learned definitely some stuff. And one thing is that I picked up some paleo cookbooks, because I'm waiting for the Whole30 cookbook to come out, which is April 21st, and it's got some recipes in there that I'm, excited to try out. And so I picked up, one I got yesterday was Nom Nom Paleo. So paleo is a little bit different than Whole30. It's a little less strict, so you're allowed things like honey and maple syrup and stuff like that. So there's some recipes in there that I can't have on Whole30, but it's something that I'm thinking about maybe in the future. Just, it's a little less strict and a little, maybe easier to follow all the time rather than do Whole30, again. So that's something I'm thinking about. If anyone has done Whole30 versus paleo, let me know down below. If you have any good recipe books or cookbooks for paleo or Whole30, definitely leave them down below. I'm looking for something like that. If you guys have any questions at all, I'm definitely here to answer them. You can expect, like I said, a few more vlogs, and I'm going to try to do some reviews on the blog about the 21 Day Fix Extreme workouts. And also today I did a little bit of planning stuff. I caught up on some of the Listers Got a lists. So I did, the last few days that I had missed. And I'm going to hopefully post some pictures of those on Instagram for you guys to see. Well, that is it for me. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for another vlog. Okay, bye.